we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Willis will look to throw it.
Flush to his right.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bo Melton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Third down, it's Willis. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down throw coming by Willis. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to...
Herbert has it knocked free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Henry up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Back to throw, Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Willis to try again after the pick-6.
And he'll just get rid of it. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. and I would expect him to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54, 49.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Willis's throw pulled in by Melton. Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Henry. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Kene Nwangu.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play action. It's Herbert. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
First and 10, Willis.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will put them on top here in the third. it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
It's Eckler again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. In motion right comes Allen. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis now off play action. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 8. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run here with Spiller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it in. And that one is incomplete. So they got into the end zone for 6. They couldn't get into the end zone, though, to tie the game. And they're still down 2 here in the Super Bowl. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they
end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the